try and understand one thing very clearly. When you are trading the market, it is not that you have to capture every single move. हमें हर एक मूव कैप्चर नहीं करना है, बिकॉज वो नहीं हो सकता है. वी वांट टू कैप्चर द मूव which is basis of our own trade setup. So for example, if you apply time cycles and you know that there are specific time frames when the market should reverse back on the upside, but if market reverses back in middle of the time cycle, what to do? You can't do anything because that is not in your trade setup. अगर आपका ट्रेड सेटअप है कि मार्केट डबल टॉप बनाएगा, आरएसआई नेगेटिव डाइवर्जेंस देगा और वहां से रिवर्स होगा, आई विल शॉर्ट द मार्केट. नाउ every time it will not form a double top. At times it will form something else. At times it does not form any pattern. At times it reverses just like that, sharp up and sharp down, right? That's what we saw. Went to 18,100 and sudden reversal from there back towards that 17,600 and now again trying to push on the upside. So was there a pattern? Was there a method? That is very, very important. One thing, if you want to learn and understand to be successful in trading, is you need to have your own style and own method. You do not need a confirmation from anyone else, from me or from someone else. Once you have a method which is established, इसका क्या मतलब है? अगर एक बार आपका मेथड सेट हो गया है तो आपको वो मेथड रिलीजियसली फॉलो करना है और उस पर थोड़ा ट्विकिंग करना है कि शायद थोड़ा सा चेंज करके बेटर रिजल्ट्स मिल सकता है कि नहीं. बट यू डोंट रियली हैव टू ask anyone ki shall I, is it right, is it wrong? Market will tell you that, right? If you make money, you are on the right side of the market. If you lose money, which means something is not right. That is how you have to trade. That is how you have to have an edge. जब मैं बोलता हूँ you need to have an edge, इसका मतलब है a difference between what everyone else is doing and what you are going to do. That is very, very important, because what has happened is many people, they simply want to capture every single move. And अरे 18,100 से मार्केट 17,600 आ गया, मैंने शॉर्ट नहीं किया. They want to be in every single move of the market. Now if you are that kind of a trader, trust me, you will lose money because you cannot capture every single move. I am telling you, you need to define your method. What is the method? इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? For example, suppose if I see a close below prior candle low, that's one. There is a negative divergence, that's next. The time is on the sell side, or the wave pattern is suggesting that the downtrend should start in the form of wave C or A or something. Now, if all of these things are confirmed, I will take a trade, which means this is your style and this is your method of taking a trade. But what if out of these four, one thing confirms, second thing does not confirm, third confirms, fourth does not confirm? अगर ऐसा होता है तो there are two options. Either you reduce your position size. Position sizing मतलब है अगर आप 10 लॉट में ट्रेड करते तो अभी आप खाली 2 लॉट में ट्रेड करेंगे बिकॉज आपको श्योर नहीं है क्या हो रहा है. That is one way. Or you just simply sit out and enjoy the day. Now that is where majority of the traders don't have that patience. In life, if you understand one thing very clearly, patience and waiting out is the most difficult aspect for anyone. And if you have that, you can make money in the market. Because market will entice you to do something, to get in, and it will do it time and again. Every time it will do that, and you will keep seeing your screen and thinking कि यार ये करना था, ये नहीं किया, and all of those things will come up. That's the nature of the mind, right? The nature of the mind is to create a reaction where we tend to be trying to compare ourselves with others, what they are doing. They are making money, but I am not making money. That person has made 50% return, I have made only 20% return. That comparison is natural. It's not about you. It is natural way in which the mind functions. But if you are aware, अगर आपको पता है कि this is how mind functions, don't you think आपके पास में power है to do the right thing? Okay, many times in life you will be enticed to do something, but you know you should not, right? That is what the market is all about. you should know, if you have a method, you need to follow that method. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि बुलिश एंगल्फिंग बना, नेक्स्ट थर्ड कैंडल ने हाई निकाला, आई विल बाय, दैट डज नॉट वर्क। क्योंकि यार हर दो थोड़ी देर में बुलिश एंगल्फिंग बनेगा या बेरिश एंगल्फिंग बनेगा, हर थोड़ी देर में कुछ और पैटर्न बनेगा विच इज ऑन कैंडलस्टिक, बट देन इट्स अ वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म इंट्राडे ट्रेड। You can do that, but do you have a track record, or do you know that it has been helping you to make money? Then continue to do that. But if it is not helping you to make money, then you need to tweak or change something, right? So very important in this mentorship is what you have to understand. If you continue to do what you are anyways doing, then there is no point, because even if you complete the mentorship, you will be where you started. It means that you need to keep changing, you need to keep pushing yourself, you need to evolve. Now change is something which is not easy, because when you have to change something, when you have to change your job, when you have to quit your job, when you have to change your trading style basis of the market, it's not an easy thing. For example, I have been an option buyer for most of my trading career, more than a decade. I've been an option buyer, but then the market scenario changed. एंड ऑप्शन बाइंग में सबसे बड़ा मजा क्या आता है कि जब पैसा बनता है तो बहुत अच्छा बनता है, मतलब if you have invested like 5 lakh, that will be like 10 lakh 12 lakh in just 3 days or 4 days of time. That's the fun that option buyers get. But for option buyers, the problem is this kind of move where you double your capital is not very often. It is not very often. That comes once a while. So I used to trade only those kind of moves. But then I used to sit out patiently for market to just do what it has to do. Then I decided, yeah, let me just try out option selling and try to see if between those big moves I can trade those smaller moves also and make money in the market. So it is then I started trading those smaller moves by way of option selling, by timing it, by trying to sell options for 2 days, 3 days, or 5 days expiry, and try to make those ones, twos, fours. And I found that it has been working exceptionally well, because what has happened is I've been making money in in option buying, and at the same time I'm able to make money even between those dull periods where market is either not doing anything or it is not behaving as per the trade setup I have. So basis of that, I designed another trade setup which can help me to do an option selling in this period where it's not going strongly up or strongly down, it's not trending. Because agar option buy karna hai, as a positional trader I am talking about, you need a very sharp fast move. In 3 days 4 days market should move sharply. That's when you do option buying. Rest of the time, and that happens only like what, 10% of the time. 90% of the time markets will go up down, and all those kind of things. So I pushed myself, I to do those option selling. Initially when I did option selling, उसमें समझ में आया यार बनता है, थोड़ा थोड़ा बन रहा है, क्या तो बन रहा है, बिकॉज ऑप्शन बाइंग में आपको आदत है पैसा डबल करने की, and then you are doing an option selling where your risk management allows you to make maybe just a percent or 2% of what you have as a capital, or 5% a month of your capital. Now that's not small. Imagine 3-5% of what you can make of your capital in a month is still a classic way to trade, right? Agar in a year if you check, you might end up making 30-50%. Now that is something huge in this kind of a market.